So Zoe's eating a little bit of squash, zucchini, sweet potato. How old is Zoe? Zoe is 14 months old. Her birthday was December the 16th. So Sloths actually only use the bathroom every 7 to 10 days. How crazy is that? You got some in your nose? I don't know if you guys have ever seen a sloth sneeze, but that's hilarious. Good morning, Miss Tiffany. Good morning, Bobo. So this is Zoe, and she's having a little bit of breakfast here. She's having sweet potato, rice, a little bit of zucchini. We're located in Benton, Tennessee, halfway between Chattanooga and Knoxville. And you can come here and do this. And we actually just opened up Sloth Keeper for the day. That's Monday through Thursday, and that's for 3 hours. You get to spend time with all 3 sloths. Pretty awesome thing to do. How many times a day does Zoe eat? She eats one main meal in the morning, she eats a little bit at night, but she's a big snacker. If she sees a snack come by, she's not gonna turn it down. Good morning, Brain. Does she know her name? Yes, when she hears us say, hey, Zoe, Zoe, Zoe. Does the sloth walk on 2 legs? No. Can they do the backstroke when they swim? They can, but only if they're in Costa Rica. We have some comedians on this morning, y'all. Yes, and Zoe does know her name. If you say, she usually responds. But right now, as you can tell, she's enjoying her breakfast. Does she recognize us? Yes. Everybody that works here, that holds her a lot and does encounters, she's definitely wants to be with her person and wants to be held. What state? We are in Benton, Tennessee, halfway between Chattanooga and Knoxville. We are right on the banks of the Ocoee River. We have over 125 animals, guys. It's pretty awesome. So you can come do horseback rides, you can bottle feed a kangaroo, you can bottle feed Scottish highland cows. We have llamas, alpacas. There's a lot to do here, guys. It's really, really fun. What other questions have I missed here, guys? You love sloths, but you want to see a zebra. Well, we do have a zebra. That's Marty. So you can come visit Marty halfway between Chattanooga and Knoxville. And if you guys have ever wanted to come see some of the coolest animals ever, you can come here and do that at Ocoee Riverside Farm. We have covered wagons that are right on the banks of the Ocoee River. So you can look out and see the river in the morning, then you can unzip the back window, look out and see the camels and kangaroos and emus and llamas. It's pretty awesome. Can you hear his little crunches? So sloths are really cool. They eat about 10% of their body weight every day, right? But when they use the bathroom every 7 to 10 days, they lose 30% of their body weight. So in terms of numbers, let's say you weigh 200 pounds. That means when you're using the bathroom, you're losing 60 pounds. How crazy is that? Sloths actually have 46 ribs, and their internal organs are attached to the ribs with connective tissue. And that's what helps them when they take like a big fall from a tree. It's gonna help them to live. Guys, this is Flash, and we're actually gonna be feeding him here in just a minute. And it's gonna be really cool because he's actually gonna come down and we're gonna feed him. So if you've ever wanted to come do this, you can. And we're live here at Ocoee Riverside Farm, and this is Flash. And he's the coolest sloth ever. He's really chill. And so we're gonna be doing an encounter, so keep following along. You're gonna learn so much stuff about Flash. And then we'll go see Zoe, and Zoe is our 14-month-old 2-fingered sloth also. We have Scottish highland cows here, guys. You can come bottle feed them. We have baby kangaroos. We have llamas. There is so much cool stuff to do here on the farm, guys. Right, Flash? He's excited. I think he knows it's almost breakfast time. I don't have any... Guys, can you see his claws? See how cool they are? Look at that. And then his paw is kind of like a monkey paw, right? And so that enables him to reach out and grab things. Right, Flash? He's like, dude, stop teasing me and give me my food. They're gonna come feed you some food in just a second, bud. Guys, we're located in Benton, Tennessee, halfway between Chattanooga and Knoxville. We're right on the banks of the Ocoee River. We have awesome covered wagons. We have a cabin out there. Come visit, come take a horse ride, it's really fun.
sacks out and stays that way. So Flash is a two-fingered sloth. Alive in the world today, there are two-fingered sloths and three-fingered sloths. Traditionally, they're called two-toed and three-toed, but they all have three toes on the back feet. Two have two on the front, three have three on the front. Other differences between them: a three-fingered sloth has 9 vertebrae in their cervical spine between their skull and their shoulders. A two-fingered sloth has only 5. Three-fingered sloth has 3 vertebrae of a tail, two-toed has none. So the 4 that are missing from here and the 3 that are missing from there are between the hips and the shoulders of the two-fingered sloth. So consequently, a three-fingered sloth will turn its head 270 around like an owl. A three-fingered does his head like an owl. A two-fingered does his whole body, like I was just showing you, that he can turn till his hips and shoulders are basically 180 apart. So he's more like a slinky. The three-fingered is more like an owl in their movement. The three-fingered is the one that looks like it's permanently smiling. Two-fingered looks pleasant, but he doesn't have the grin. And a two-fingered is marginally bigger and marginally quicker than a three-fingered sloth is. Individuals could be bigger or smaller, but generally a two-fingered is bigger and a little bit quicker. But to describe a two-toed sloth as quicker than anything, you could only be talking about a three-fingered sloth, at least in the mammal kingdom. Collectively, they are the world's slowest mammals. A sloth is quicker than I thought they were before I owned sloths. I mean, in a burst. When we open his door in the morning, he comes out for his encounters, which he does enjoy. His room is 20-some feet tall, and he scurries from the top down through the door out here onto the bar in maybe 30 seconds. So that would have to be like maybe 40 feet per minute. So he moves quicker than I thought that a sloth could. I suppose when they're, specifying how quickly a sloth moves or doesn't move online, they probably are talking about, speed over distance, not sprint speed. Yeah, absolutely. You can stand approximately this close to him to take your pictures. You can pet him. He likes to be petted on the back, not on the belly. And he likes to be petted like that. He is softer than you might expect a sloth to be. And if you want to stand on both sides of him for me to take your picture, that's fine.
Yeah, we'll do that. I'll take her picture.
Oh, I didn't mean to make you go away.
Oh, he's fine.
Our daughter did a semester in Costa Rica.
Oh, yeah? Cool. The government of Costa Rica is doing a whole lot of work to try to combat the trade of wild animals. I always give a disclaimer every time that I'm on live to say, please don't see what we do here and think it's a good idea to go buy yourself a sloth. It is not. No. There is no ethical breeder that will sell a sloth to a private individual because they just don't do well without. I mean, there's a lot that goes into keeping sloths. So if you see a sloth that is available for sale online, you are buying an animal that was kidnapped out of the rainforest, and it is not going to go like this. Those animals generally are so stressed by being stolen from the rainforest that on average they only live a couple of months. These captive bred sloths are going to live 50 years.
Wow.
And
good morning, Abu. Good morning, buddy. Good morning. Abu's a sweetheart. Oh yes. Good morning. He's a sweet boy. Guys, Abu and Ed are both dromedary camels. That means that they just have the one hump. We don't have any back-trend camels. Those are the ones with the 2 humps. Abu here is about 1,250 pounds. And Ed over there is massive. He's actually almost 2,000 pounds, 1,750. He's probably one of the biggest. He's probably one of the biggest camels in North America, if not the biggest. And you can actually come here and ride him also. Right, Abu? Thank you. The donkey are eventually gonna make a zonkey. Right, Marley? It is, Schwartz. I agree, it's definitely paradise. 30 acres out here in Tennessee. We're located on the Ocoee River, and it's beautiful. Hey guys, this is Thomas. He's always checking stuff out here. And we're gonna go inside for the next encounter here in 1 second. Yeah, turkey. This is Thomas the turkey. He likes to hang out with us. He's very inquisitive. Yeah. Hey guys, we're gonna be doing the next encounter here in just a minute.
This is exerting energy. If we were trying to hang from that bar, a minute would be a long time to do a 2-arm hang. Our relaxed state is this. This is exerting no energy. Sloth is the opposite. This is his relaxed state. Clamp down like that is relaxed.
Oh.
This is his exertion state. Is opening his hands up like that.
Like the core muscles have got to be
Crazy strong. But the sloth is exerting no energy to hang from that tree.
Really?
It is so true that he's exerting no energy that if the sloth died, he would not necessarily fall. He could continue to hang there dead for days or weeks until something knocked him out of the tree or until something rotted.
Oh.
So yeah, they're not only, I mean, that is his relaxed state.
Yep,
But see the core strength on that, how he's just
Yes.
reaching right out
Could
there.
you- oh,
I sure
wow.
couldn't do it.
No, sir. Which one is this?
This is Flash.
Flash, okay.
Flash is going on 6 years old now.
Oh.
He's been here for almost 4 years. I have been one-on-one with this sloth for at least an hour a day for all of that time. I think in the whole time I've missed about 20 days total. I am absolutely this person's sloth, but we interact with all of our animals here on the level that they are comfortable with.
Yes.
This
I
guy
see that.
came from a static display before we had him, so he was not oriented to people from birth. So even though I've been one-on-one with him every day for 3.5, 4 years, I've never held this sloth. It wouldn't be natural to him. So I'll stand this close to him and he'll take my hat off my head and rub his fingers all in my hair and lay his face against my face and he'll shoulder up against me when nobody else is around. But he's never made any move to move onto my body.
Oh.
So that means he's not comfortable with it, and that's fine. He can,
Yeah.
we interact the way he's happy with, and that's okay. So now the baby that you're going to see next is totally people-oriented, and there's nothing in the world she wants more than to hang around your neck.
You want to feed?
So sloths are slow. Sloths are famously slow. The sloths are slow in ways that you probably are not aware that a sloth is slow. So sloths are slow not only in their movement, they're slow in their digestion, metabolism.
Look how cute. Marley had a baby. We'll be working on getting some cool shirts with him too. Right now.
I'll snug you out to her and I'll say, "Night-night, baby. Night-night." And that's how she knows she's moving across to a new person. And she likes to be petted slow like a sloth, only on the backside. Doesn't like to be scratched or rubbed. She doesn't want you to rub her hair the wrong direction. Just slow like a sloth, like this. That slow. So Zoe is the main difference between Zoe and Flash, outside of their age, is the way that they were raised. So Zoe has been raised to be an ambassador animal. That means that she was raised by a doctor of veterinary medicine who has been raising sloths as ambassador animals for about 30 years now. He has a really great system that the sloths are held directly by humans every day from 14 days old, but the mothers are completely accustomed to it. So you can walk in and take your baby and the mother's just chillaxed with it because it's every day. And since it doesn't stress the mothers, it doesn't stress the babies. So the babies are completely oriented to people from 14 days old. But yet, they go back to their mother every single day. So they get all the social and nutritional benefit of being a mother-raised animal, while at the same time getting all the social benefit of being a people-raised animal. So the other side of being an ambassador animal is letting people get to know sloths a little bit, letting people get to care about sloths a little bit. So maybe we could conserve a little bit, maybe we could let people know, yeah, I held a sloth and it was the coolest thing, but don't go buy a sloth. If you find a sloth that is for sale on the internet, that is an animal that was kidnapped from the rainforest. It is going to have a brief and miserable life in captivity. It is not going to look anything like this. This is an animal that was raised this way from birth. Generationally, she is further than the rainforest than I am from the American Revolution. San would have no idea about the rainforest. What she knows about is snuggling with people. So it's the difference between a house cat and a feral cat. If you take a feral cat out of the woods and try to have it for a pet, it is going to be ugly. And if you took your house cat and threw it out into the woods, it is going to be short.
So he says,
Selfie time.
Opportunity.
So I don't talk a whole lot while we're doing Zoe, because I find that most people didn't hear a word that I said anyway, because it's just about the sloth.
Oh, no, I heard.
So she just is a chill animal. So with most of our animals, we find that animals mirror people. So if you take a nervous, excited person and put them on a horse, you're going to have a nervous, excited horse.
Mhm.
With most people, people mirror sloths. So when you hold a sloth, a sense of calm just seems to hit you like a wave that you really just can't
Dude, this is like
adequately
holding
describe.
a baby. You just want to just snuggle and go to sleep with it and just rock it.
When
It
these
just smells
babies-
so good.
That's just the way the sloths normally smell. They groom
Really?
themselves. Yep.
I mean,
They almost never
it's
get a
like how
bath.
they.
This one did get a bath about a week ago because she made a mess when she went to the bathroom. But normally they just groom themselves. And in the wild, that's part of their life process. You know, the licking. Here, you can give her some little snacky snacks, baby.
I was gonna say, that might be what she's wanting.
Mhm.
Are you hungry?
Maybe.
Are you hungry, baby? You hungry, baby?
Levi finally got here when they recognized the war in Ukraine, and he got in as a refugee, legally walking through the border in Mexico in Tijuana.
Oh, okay.
My wife flew him from Poland to Netherlands to Mexico City, and she met him in Mexico City, and they too flew to Tijuana, and then legally walked through the border in Tijuana.
Oh, well, that's good. I'm glad to hear that.
He's now married, has a baby on the way, and he works at Whirlpool. He would love to work on the farm, but I don't have health insurance. So,
So we need
being
that little
soon to
baby
be a
coming.
father, he's got to have that health insurance.
Oh, yeah.
You know? Look how big she's getting. My goodness.
I think once her arms catch up to her body, she's not gonna be small.
I think she's going to get bigger than Flash.
100%.
I hope not 100% bigger.
Only back braces. She ate a good bit this morning too.
Be like a hippo that wants to sit in your lap. Well, I got to give you the videos from yesterday.
Inside.
Yeah. I sent you a couple screenshots, right?
Yeah, and then.
Oh, yeah, I FaceTimed you on point. You were still on a bike.
Well, we were.
How were the bikes?
It was good. We did like yesterday was like just a 10-mile ride, but it wasn't a shuttle, so Amy actually had to pedal.
Glad to see you weren't trying to mountain bike a unicycle.
Oh, I wanted to. I'm gonna take that to the place once I figure out how to. But it's like physics on crack.
Yeah. Do you have health insurance?
Well, I have Diet Cokes.
You may need to get your health insurance. Michelle, he's taking a unicycle on a dirt bike course.
It'll be all right.
Does Michelle ever watch us live?
She was watching this morning. All right, guys, we're gonna stand right here in the sun. Look at this, guys. Oh, it's perfect. So we have Dolly and Annie. Which one's Dolly, Vlad? Is that one Dolly? Black one is Dolly, right here. And this is Annie, like little lost Annie. Look at the red in that, guys. Perfect. Thank you guys for bringing them down. Let's see if we can keep them in the sun, Vlad. Let's see if we can keep them in the sun. That way we don't have to clean up any of their stuff. There we go. Guys, you can come here and bottle feed them. Get your picture taken with Farmer Vlad or Flat Trapper Vlad there. Yes. And guys, we just put up a bunch of shirts with these guys on them. This is Dolly and Annie. That's a perfect shot, guys. Look over here, Dolly. Not much bigger. All right, guys. Look at this. They're so cute.
Can you give them a little moo?
Moo. They are hilariously cute. Every time I look at it, I'm like, there's not that much orange. And then I look at it and I'm like, there's some orange.
So there is paper towel.
They're not even heavy at all. You can lift them up by yourself. They're like 30 pounds.
That's a cute picture, Vlad. Thank you.
And then I'll take the rest of
Awesome, guys. All right, check out our website. Come feed them. Thank you guys so much.
Take them back to their house. Say goodbye.
Say bye-bye, cows. Thank you, Ellie. It is a two-toed sloth. Yes, we just showed the cows, but we have a bunch of cool videos on all of our social media, and we already put up some really cool shirts from the cows. But next, why is it indoors? Because in Tennessee, it gets really, really cold. So that wouldn't really work. Zoe she would love to cuddle all day if we could, but we're not gonna cuddle all day. Give me just a second, Zoe. Zoe's a little climber, as you can see. And yes, when it is warm, we have a full outdoor area that the sloths go out. To. And she's working on her little climbing there, which I think is so adorable. Guys, we're gonna be hanging out with Dash here in just a second. We're just tying up a couple loose ends. Zoe is a little climber right now because she hears my voice. That's the reason I have to step away, because she wants to hang out with me. I know, Zoe. We're not, no. She is strong, especially for being so little. So this is Zoe, guys.
He's changing her clothes.
Okay.
Those cows look super cute out in the sunshine.
Oh, yeah. You're not getting out yet, Zoe.
She's all looking for us, isn't she?
No, that's just not like.
Can't climb that baby.
Hey, Zoe, look over here. Come on. Good girl. Good girl.
Quicker than you think, aren't they?
Yeah. Like, if I was climbing in the trees, I think she would win.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
In her exercise, finally.
Did she climb that big one? I don't think so.
If she wrapped her arm around the other way, trying to figure it out. Wrap your arm around, girl.
Oh, she can.
Oh, they put their claw in it. You're almost there, Zoe.
Oh, well, and here she comes.
Pretty smart.
You can come to me. It's all right.
Okay.
He really wants to see me. All right, baby, come here. Good girl. All right.
Guys, we like to let the sloths get a little bit of exercise, especially when they're young, so they can really figure out how to move around the trees, just like how a sloth would.
Who's your daddy? Who's your baby?
You like the sound they make? I agree. The little oof sound.
I was all for naming this one oof, oof, because when you're not holding her, she goes, which means I want you to hold me. Yeah, people say sloths are, like the Sloth Conservancy that's all about never hold a sloth. And I understand why they say that. I'm not saying anything bad about them. But they say it stresses sloths to be held and they hate it. You see how much this one hates it. He's like, no, hold me. What's the temperature out right now?
It's still chilly.
Is it?
I think the high was going to be 60. Let's see what it says on this one. It says 63 for outside, which I'm kind of surprised by. This weekend it's going to be really nice.
Decided if I can let Tate take her out for a walk. Ooh, this says 51.
Yeah, that's all I was like, pretty sure that's from the sun.
Must be. Yeah, she can't go out for a walk and it's 51. Maybe if she gets wrapped up in a blanket.
Hey guys, we're going to be doing an encounter with Dash here in just a minute. Dash is actually only 6 months old, so it's going to be pretty awesome.
Zoe, Dash and Zoe are both two-toed Linnaeus sloths. So is Flash, but Flash is done for the day. Dash and Zoe both came from the same breeder. At that breeder, they are people-oriented from birth. These are raised as ambassador animals, meant to be directly held by people for all of their lives. The way that they make that work is the mother animals, which are many generations captive bred. These know nothing about the rainforest. These are
Can they know to look at the camera?
these are captive bred animals, and the mother animals are all trained to the fact that the babies go with people every day. So when you pick the baby up, it doesn't stress the mother at all. Since it doesn't stress the mother, it doesn't stress the baby. So from 14 days old, the baby's being held by people every single day, but they always go right back to their mother. So they get all the social and nutritional, she's all about my hat today. They get all the social and nutritional benefit of being a mother-raised animal, while at the same time getting all the social benefit of being a people-raised animal. So they come here and they are 100% people-oriented. And if you guys could have seen on live a few minutes ago, when you pulled up, this one was having a little bit of a conniption fit with hold me. And she was climbing all around going, which means pick me up and hold me, you.
You gotta put your arm in between her and Mallory.
No, don't grab him.
Let her climb other way.
Put your hand in
Oh, like that?
between. Just like this. Just like I'm doing right there.
Oh, right here, for
And then let him just climb across to you. Don't grab him, he'll climb across.
Can I hold him on my chest?
Yeah.
My baby.
She is having a daddy moment right now.
How sweet are you?
Ooh, you really do.
You're not supposed to bite me.
That is the cutest picture right there.
Thanks.
The coolest idea you've ever had.
So Dash obviously does not live in that basket. That's how we move him between the house and down here where he does his encounters. because he's very small and he can't be allowed to catch a breeze outside.
Oh.
Sloths have to stay above 75 degrees all of the time. Cold weather can kill the bacteria colony that is how they digest their food, and can be very harmful to them to get cold. Hey buddy, you want a little snacky snack?
Oh, is you hungry?
Might be a little bit.
You guys have the best dog
This
ever.
is his snacks right here. If you put just a tiny amount at a time in the palm of your hand, you
Oh,
can. He does. So sloths eat a tremendous amount of food. A sloth eats 10% of their body weight every single day.
Oh, wow.
And yet they go to the bathroom only 3 or 4 times per month. So putting that to human perspective, I weigh 180. If I was eating 10% of my body weight every
18
day,
pounds a day?
yes ma'am. 30 or 40 hamburgers, 18, 16 ounce porterhouse steaks, a lot of food. And
Is it always
that
fresh?
piece is a little big for him. Somebody don't cut that one very well.
Oh, I don't
Just give him the tiniest pieces.
Tiniest.
Taking your life in your hands, as long as he wakes up.
It's a good doggy. As long as he wakes up. He sleep
Well,
through.
he's getting old. She rescued him. He was on a chain between 2 trees for all of his life. And when she called me and told me she was bringing home a 2.5-year-old unneutered male dog that didn't like people and didn't like to be in the house and lived on a chain for his entire life, didn't even have dishes, just drank water out of a puddle and whatever they threw outside. I'm like, well, you've clearly. May call him Blackjack. A boy donkey is a Jack and a girl donkey is a Jimmy. I'm sure he would not be the first.
I'm gonna give a boo carrot. A boo carrot.
Hey, boo. Look at that. Oh, good boy.
A boo loves to eat carrots. Carrots.
Good, I think they're all looking good. Yeah, right where they are.
All right, guys, we'll be back on definitely tomorrow, maybe sometime this afternoon. Thanks for watching. Do what, John? It'll lose.